Good morning, people. First of all, thank you for watching this video and welcome on my channel. For those who don't know me, and I'm sure many people don't know me yet, my name is Yohlekid. I'm from France and I'm a time-lapse and hyperlapse photographer. I am currently shooting this video in my home, which is Val d'Isère, a great ski resort in the middle of the French Alps, and it's quite sunny today and it's cool. I want to tell you more about the last video that I've uploaded 3 days ago about an island called Kerkennah. So in French I would pronounce it Kerkennah. I wouldn't pronounce it in Arabic because I don't speak Arabic, obviously. By the way, sorry for the sunglasses, but it's quite sunny though. If I take it out, it's going to be hard for me to talk very nicely to you guys, so sorry about that. What was the purpose of this video? So that's the question. To be honest with you, I didn't go on this island to shoot time lapses like in a professional way. I mean, I went there for holidays. That was last year in May 2017. So yeah, of course, I brought with me lots of gears, and I knew I would shoot some time lapses. That's sure, but I didn't go there to make like a proper video. And actually, that's what I thought before I arrived on the island, and I changed my mind quite quickly, to be honest with you, because as soon as I got on the boat, firstly I took a flight from Lyon to Monastir, and then from Monastir to Sfax I took a taxi, and then from Sfax to the island I took a boat. And this is where the adventure started actually, because as soon as I got into the boat I understood that it would be cool to make a time-lapse sequence. So yeah, this is the beginning of the video actually. If you take a look at the video, which is going to be in the description down below the video for sure, you see that I start this 1-minute video in the boat. And why did I start with this? Because going to Kerkennah is part also of the history of the island. So people go to the island in boat and there's no airport over there, so this is the only way to get to the island. So basically on this shot I just wanted to find a good spot to make sure that we could see people sitting on the top of the boat actually. So you would see the boat, the people and the horizon. I found a kind of stick where I put the tripod, which is just here, and there was like on the other side of the boat the same spot, so the same stick in the same place but just on the opposite way in the boat. So I decided to create the main sequence, and I knew already that this would be the start of the video, and I already knew more or less the transition that I would use for going from one side to the other side. So it's just turning around the horizon and change the footage. Kerkennah is a flat island. There is no mountains, there is no cliff. So I decided to get focused on a few things that are the main things in the island. I think maybe the most interesting thing are the sunsets. So I've made a few sequences, not all of them are in the video, so I'll try to maybe work later on some sequences that are not in the video to show you more about that, because sunsets are pretty amazing. And I was based in a house which was like just near the sea, and you would see sunset every day. I just want to tell you more, guys, about the gear that I used. So it was shot last year, and at this time I had the Nikon D750 that I have just over here. I'm not gonna tell you guys how great this camera is, especially for time-lapse, because there are a lot of tutorials about it and a lot of people explaining how it works and how good it is. I just want to tell you guys it's just an amazing camera. I've shot all the sequences in full resolution. What is interesting with the D750 is that it's a tropical camera, so you can use it near the sea or in the mountains where I live, and it's never gonna be disappointing, if I can say that. I think I reached like the 250,000 pictures, I think more than this, and it's still working well. The shutter doesn't look like tired, and I don't know, I keep using it. I would recommend it to anyone who wants to do time-lapse video. I also used a lens, which is a Samyang lens, a 14mm lens, manual focus. There's no autofocus on this lens, which is not a big deal for me because I obviously don't need autofocus while shooting time lapses. 14mm are great if you want to give a different perspective of the place where you shoot. Yeah, it fits great with the Nikon D750. By the way, I also used a filter, ND filter, which is 8 times I think, and great especially when it's very sunny, and I have to say it's very sunny in Kerkennah, Tunisia. If you don't have this, it's going to be hard to get a lower shutter, or if you want to open your aperture a bit more. So yeah, you have to get this kind of filters when shooting time lapses. I also used, to keep going with the gears, Jenny Mini by Syrup, which is a brand from New Zealand, and I actually kind of like this brand. It's great if you want to do some pan and tilt movements. I did some panoramas by the sea. It's linked to the camera, and you can just control all the settings you want through your phone. So I use an iPhone for that, but you can use it on Android, of course. A bit of information about the softwares that I used. I used LRTimelapse for the time-lapse sequences, so it's a software dedicated to time-lapse photography. LRTimelapse is linked to Lightroom by Adobe. I also used After Effects to put all the pictures together to create a sequence, and then from After Effects, as soon as I have all my 4K sequences, I worked on Premiere Pro, and I decided to work on a resolution which is just a full HD resolution for YouTube and Facebook, and I think that was more than enough to showcase the video. So yeah, this is about the softwares, guys, and the gears, and how I decided to do that video. Even though I told you that I didn't want to make a video in the beginning of these videos, I just want to be clear. I knew I would shoot time lapses when I arrived because I brought all my gears. So I can see that lots of people from Tunisia and people from Kerkennah would enjoy this video. I got a lot of feedbacks already. It's just amazing to see that when you go on places that are not really well known by people in the world, it's nice to see that people from this place are enjoying that guys like me can go on the island and make kind of video like this one. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to know more about it and see more of time-lapse content, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Cheers.